a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So Oklahoma's offense who will have the football first. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. And what a duel this should be. Two of the best quarterbacks in the country.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they can go and where they can get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the triggermen, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for room at the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. And they'll fight for the ball, and the defense wins it with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells the run, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to establish the run. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run with Robinson. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The fake wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To the air, it's Stockton. Look out! And down he goes.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Moves to his right. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Robinson. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Cuts it upfield, it's Blaylock. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. New set of downs after the completion. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll send the back in motion. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Mack's got it on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking downfield, it's Mateer extending the play. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. The throw. Right side, it's Sategna. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Robinson. They put the brakes on him. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. To the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. 3rd and long coming up. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He's knocked down short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Still looking. He'll throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Trying to beat the D deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 6 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Texas A&M coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium at Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Looking for room. Tries to find a little more running room on that return. Stopped at the 36. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Enough to move the chains. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. run. It's Blaylock. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Wiley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to make one miss. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second and long here. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. He's dropped. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Frazier again. Got him right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Caught near the sticks. It's Blaylock. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Some misdirection with the counter. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Robinson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And right down the middle. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Had to force that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They want that clock to run. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's all the way down to 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Blaylock. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Here's Robinson. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He gets in there. Stubborn running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Wiley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Making his first move. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, what a cut! And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough run here. It's Blaylock. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their